Hey, lovelies. I hope you guys are doing well. Shayla, back with you again. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling lovely, blessed, and all of that positive energy. I just want to send that positive energy to you. Um, yes, you guys, I got some wine, I got some review, and we're going to get straight into it. If you guys want to see, yes, this is the wine I'm drinking on today. Cheers. All right, so let's get into it. So today I am reviewing Kandi in the Game, an invitation situation. And you guys, I won't be before you long because there's only certain points and certain scenes that I really want to make a big deal about. But I am still going to summarize the episode for you. So, the most serious scene starts out with Dominique meeting up with Chandrika. And as soon as they sit down, Drika asks Dominique how is her and Brandon. So the scene cuts over to Torin, Patrick, and Brandon. They are all meeting up. So it's really like a scene split going on because they both are talking about two of the same topics. One topic they are talking about Chandrika. She talks about how she got caught up by Kandi and Todd, and Dominique also put her on blast with the receipts. And so, yeah, you doing all of that whole rabbit goose chase with the last episode on Too Many Tuckers in the Kitchen. When you could have just fessed up and been like, listen, I apologize, I'm sorry. But I have come to realize watching this show a little bit more, Kandi and Todd, you have a way more people that is more childish than their age working for you than you realize. And I'm now starting to agree with Todd when he say cut them. Because really. So yeah. Glad that whole little fiasco ended. I still like the way that Dom Juan put them receipts on Chandrika. Like, nah, you said it. That was you. And I was the one that told my bosses. Because I'm your boss. I love me some Don Juan. Stop playing with him because, like, when you first see him, you may think that you can pussy him out. Like, but no, Don Juan not about to let you bitch him. Like, he's one of those. He may come off real cool, calm, and collected. But no, he's not going to let you bitch him. So, yeah. Yeah, and then they also talk about the messiness that be going on in that manager's office. Basically, that was where Chandrika got caught up, as well as Brandon and Dom Unique got caught up. So they said they was just hugging in the office and probably kissing and probably smooching. And I'm just shocked that, I mean, I guess maybe other people expected it, but I really thought Dom Unique was just running game on Brandon. So for them to be together and them to be really pressed on each other, it's like, okay. But all right, y'all. You can't always mix business with pleasure. You can't always do that. Listen, I'm sure a lot of people out here in this world done did that, done figured out why you shouldn't do that. And they can attest to that statement too, okay? So, yeah, the boys meet up. Chandrika and Dominique meets up, and that's what they talk about. So, that's basically that on that. So, it ends up being like the next day, or they're in OLG. And this is what bothers me with, OLG, I want to go there to try your food. But I would hate to go there on a day where everything is broken or stuff is missing. Like, no, I'm already a girl that likes plasticware. Like, I don't mind you giving me, I don't care if I sit down, I don't mind you giving me my drink in a styrofoam cup. I don't mind you giving me my food, my forks and spoons and my knives, and on a plastic, coming in a plastic bag. I would much rather that, especially with COVID. But I guess y'all do provide cutlery and y'all do provide real plates and real food. Obviously, it's soul food. Of course, you're gonna provide that stuff. Plastic stuff gets broken easily with some soul food because it's real food. But how in the HE double hockey stick are y'all gonna have a great review on y'all stuff when you got drainage behind the bars? When stuff is missing, you can't find napkins, you can't get forks, you can't get cups, you can't get plates because everything missing. Like, people is real comfortable at that job. And Kandi, I understand you don't want to be that mean, hard ass boss. But if you want order, you're going to have to get that order. You may going to have to piss some people off along the way. Because right now, it still don't look like it's a lot of order. Like, I give it to Philip. Philip is really trying. And he's staying around like, yes, Philip. But like I said, it don't really look like it's a lot progressing. And that may just be off of that one scene. A lot of things may have progressed, especially when it comes to the chemistry between employees. It seemed like it has gotten better. So, but yeah, y'all got to get that together. And Brandon, the fact that you're there but you ain't doing shit, get that shit together. Get it together. Because it's like you started working at the job. You know, this is funny. And honestly, this is like kind of like, I don't know if it's the boss's fault or whatever, but you admitted that you first started working at that job because you seen Dom Unique. And it's like now you got the job. You end up getting a higher position. You don't give a fuck about that position. And now you got the girl. So now it's like, okay, are you going to start giving a fuck about the position now? Because the girl, you made it. The mission is done. The mission is completed. You got the girl. Now you actually have a job to do. Like, you know, so are you going to do that? Or do you need to go? Because at this point, like, it's looking like both Dom Unique and Brandon is not going to last long. It really is looking like that. Brandon's barely doing shit. The other managers, Dom Juan and Philip is noticing that. Dom Unique is barely there because she has her career is actually in dancing. So it's like, what's going on? Okay, so yeah, excuse me, y'all, at OLG that day, Patrick invited the OLG gang over to Kandi's house for a cake off, and I thought that was very, very cute. I thought it was interesting that Patrick was the one that noticed, like, listen, we don't got like a lot of desserts on that, and maybe that may just be the boy in him, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Patrick is that mature of a man. Age don't mean nothing. He gives me little boy vibes. Like, he seriously do. He gives me that he likes to be babied. And he has been babied all his life. And I'm sure he has with Kandi and saying, like, that's my cousin, but that's really my son. I'm sure you took care of him. And, you know, your mother and your grandmother as well. So, yeah, that's what Patrick gives me. So, yeah, he basically said, I want some desserts. Y'all need to cook at Kandi. Y'all need to cook, and we're going to all eat and judge it over at Kandi's. So that was basically that. The next scene is Sean, Bryant, and Brandon Chandrika. I got a girl, Sean. Chandrika, Torin, and Brandon. I'm getting these names all mixed up. You guys, my bad. Chandrika, Brian, and Torin. Chandrika, Brian, and Torin. Chandrika, Brian, and Torin all meet up at the beauty supply store. And listen, it was a cute. Like, I will say this, the series do be having very cute scenes. Like, oh, they getting along. Oh, they hanging out outside of work. Like, and I really do like that. It's showing that, like, listen, they do hang out outside of work and they do get along outside of work. So, yeah. I thought it was a very fun scene. I thought it was funny seeing Brian dressed as Aunt Bertha and Aunt Nora. Child, Bertha is a mean one. Like, girl, how you the smallest one, but you the meanest one? Like, seriously. But yeah, he killed that Aunt Nora. He killed that one. So, Yeah, that was fun. That was nice to watch. I'm trying to think if there was something else. The only thing I was going to say is that's really how we are in the beauty supply store. If we ain't in a rush and we just lounging around, or it's something going on later on in the day, but we still got some time, we may hang around and slap some wigs on and play around in it. That's just what we do. So it was good to see that, other groups do that as well. And they having a good ass time. And shout out to the Black Beauty Supply Store. I see y'all. I wish they would have put, and maybe they did. I just didn't pay attention. But I wish they would have put the name of the beauty supply store on there. They probably didn't. If they did, you guys, y'all know, you can add it under the comments. So, yeah. So it goes over to the next scene. OLG and the Tucker family. So this is basically the dessert bake-off over at Kandi's. And yeah, it was really nice. The three women made a pound cake. Auntie Joyce won. And then here go Aunt Nora. Well, they just had to. They your grandkids and that's your child, and they just had to. But hey, Mama Joyce just may know how to slap a pound cake together. She may just know how to bake really good. I wish I could taste, I wish while I'm watching this show, I could test everything that they tasting. Because that's what I want to do. I want to eat everything that they're eating. And boy, the next time I go to Atlanta, I'll let y'all know. I'll let y'all know when I go to OLG. So y'all eat good too. All right, so yeah, so they started doing scene cuts, and I just wanted to make one comment. Okay, Don Juan, you are a very layered man. Like, you got some layers to you, because I was not expecting for you to be the type of man to have a snake. Like, you have a whole live snake, and you're at the pet store looking for a mouse to freeze him so your snake can eat it. You are a very layered man. Like, I would think, if anything, you're a cat guy. Yeah, I would. Like, that would be the most outlandish, like, pet that I would think that you would have. But you have a whole snake. Wow. Interesting. So Brian Turn hangs out. And listen, I love their relationship. I seriously love their friendship. I hope they stay friends for years and decades on end. Like, seriously, it's a beautiful friendship. We have seen them have one-on-one heart-to-heart talks, and we have seen them joke around. And it's just always something beautiful to see. So yeah, they are hanging out. I think they are over at Brian's. Brian is working on his egg rolls and everything, and they talk about Safari and Patrick and the housewarming. And basically Torrance just like, listen, like, I was fired and I got rehired and everything was so indirect, and I'm just like, I don't care. And it is just like kind of like a head scratch, like, Patrick, can you make a decision on your own, please? So it won't be no confusion. Like, none. No confusion. Because you add a lot of confusion on people that you care about. And, I'm going to get into it later on. Let me get into it later on. Okay, so, yeah, so now it's the morning of the housewarming. So Torrin comes in, does his event planning shit that he normally do. And this is the reality of event planning. We really do go above and beyond, more than even what the host of the party even sees. Like, we scrapping up shit that we may need, or that, say if, like what just happened in this episode, if somebody said something is provided, so if it was told that tables and chairs are provided and blah, blah, blah. But I come in to do my setup, prepare for this amount of tables and this amount of chairs, and y'all only have 100 or 10% of the chairs. Y'all only have half the chairs. Y'all only have half the tables. Okay, on the fly, you got to wing it. Or y'all don't have enough, y'all don't have enough tables for me to do my setups. Got to wing it. Luckily, Torrin looked up because it just so happened that the restaurant is right under them. So it's just like, I 1000% get you. I understand 1000%. And talking about you be tired and you be hungry, that is the reality. That is the reality. Like, after you finish setting up and everything, you put all that work into it, it's just like, damn, I'm hungry. I ain't eating 3 or 4 hours. I'm hungry. And a lot of times it usually starts early in the morning because we want to have that that margin of time to make sure everything is exactly how a client wants it. And then Torrance said he doing this for free. So you carrying these chairs and shit all the way up and down this step for free? Torrance, I gotta give it to you. It's the work ethic. It's the work ethic. And what you're doing now is going to show in the future if it haven't not already. So I'm very proud of you, Torrance. Like, Torrance, if you ever start a business and you need like planners under you, give me a call. So yeah, I'm just seeing Torrance working his ass off to try to put empty ass apartment together and make it look nice. And I feel like he did a damn good job. Patrick, you should have been kept Torrance besides following up behind your puss, your lady, and she didn't do nothing towards this housewarming. She really didn't even want the housewarming to begin with. So she really ain't doing nothing towards the housewarming because everything that you like, she don't like. Y'all like the furniture store. You like something, she don't like it. And what is really confusing me is that Patrick keeps saying mine, but are you not there with Melvin as well? Does Melvin not have a say as well? That's what I'm confused about because it looks like Safari's doing most of the say so. And Melvin don't got, I don't know, Melvin just may be one of those, like, I don't care, I don't give a fuck, as long as I got a head over my head and a bed sleeping and a bathroom to wash my ass. Like, Melvin may be one of those. Melvin may be one of those that got a girl and he'll go to her house. Like, it's something going on. Because ain't no way this my new shit. I'm going to want to say so of how everything looks as well. But it's just showing Patrick as it's his shit, which is weird. Like, it's both of their shit. So, and it's definitely not Safari's. So, cut that. Safari, I want to like you so bad. But you coming in, kind of guns blazing like, anyway, we haven't even gotten to the housewarming yet. So, let me keep going. So, yeah, it's right before the housewarming. People are getting themselves together, prepping for the small-ass apartment housewarming. And what I found, now this was something I found interesting. Chandrika, why would you not think that somebody coming to a housewarming is not going to bring a gift? Now, I understand, you may not want to bring a gift. You may just want to just subtly show your support by showing up. You may not want to do too much by bringing a gift. Okay, that's fine. But you like, oh, Dom, you so sweet, you so nice, you got him a gift and everything. And it's like, yeah, that's what you do. Like, I don't know if that's she's talking about, is that a Southern thing y'all do? Yeah, that's what you do. Even if you barely know somebody, bring a candle. Bring something for the house. Like, it's a housewarming, you know? Even if it's somebody that's a goofball, bring some shot glasses. I don't know. But yeah, like, don't just be coming in empty-handed to a party. So, yeah. So, I just thought that was weird that Chandrika was so shocked that Dom Unique was like, yeah, I'm at the store now trying to find a gift. That's so weird. Like, but yeah. So, here it is. Torrance is now really trying to get it together. And it is really that reality of, like, you have a window, grace period. Ain't shit going right, but you got to make it happen within that window. And it really sucks that the house wasn't even put together so that Torrance could have worked with something. It was like Torrance just had to, like, put it all together. And he did a damn good job putting it together in a small amount of time. And it looked like it was by himself. So, kudos to you, Torrance, for sure, for sure. Yeah, so the party's going now. At the time, most of the cast members on the show is at the housewarming. So that's another reason why I'm like, I don't see why Chandrika couldn't have been at the housewarming. And I'm going to tell you, listen, it just seemed like a little family get together. Nothing spectacular about it. Nothing. And I felt like Torrin wanted to make it spectacular, but Patrick is a boy. Like, Patrick, how you don't have, you said that you going to the furniture store and y'all ain't doing shit. You about to have girly ass furniture in your damn apartment. Fucking with Safari. Your shit gonna be pink and purple. Cheetah skin, leopard skin, or whatever jaguar that is on her wall, on y'all wall, that she got on y'all wall. Like, that's exactly what it's gonna be. And I just, oh my God, everything just rubbed me wrong. Like, the whole housewarming rubbed me wrong because you talked it up and it wasn't shit. I hate gatherings and parties like that. Like, child, you talked it up and it ain't shit. You're wasting my time. Like, it could have been a pop-up stop by. Like, I could have stopped by, you show me your spot, I left my gift, and I go about my business. But no, that was not, not a nip slip. But no, y'all, like, that was not it at all. I did not care for Safari's attitude. I did not care for her mood or anything like that. And yeah, it was just like a very weird mood. Like, nothing was together, and it was just very odd. So yeah, Safari was being mean as fuck the whole time of the party, and I just did not care for that. Yeah, the party was a nothing, and Patrick is a child, because it got to the point where Safari and June is about to come up. Because at this point, Dominique is like, hey, y'all, we here, but I want to give you a heads up. Safari's downstairs, and, you know, just want to make sure it's good for her to come up. And now it's like, oh, well, this is how I know that Patrick's a child. Patrick blamed everything on Safari. Granted, yes, it was Safari's, like, insecurities that was like, no, I don't really want Chandrika to be there. I don't think she's going to like me. But Patrick, this is your house. This is your party, your housewarming. And you are being like, well, I was fine with her coming, but Safari said no. Like, that was your explanation the whole time, just being like, you rather just take the heat off of yourself and put it on your girl. And really, all in all, like, you could have just told your girl, like, listen, it's nothing going on. She cooling and everything. Or you could have told Chandrika, listen, it's a little bit uncomfortable having you over at this party right now. But it just made shit so embarrassing for Chandrika, for yourself. And a side note, Torrin and Patrick, what y'all got going on? Or what y'all had going on? Because it's giving me that type of vibe. It's like Torrin probably flirted with Patrick a little bit, and Patrick allowed it. But Torrin is very much acting like your girlfriend too, which is weird. It's really weird, but it's like, it's funny to me because I think Torrin really is just trying to be a good person. But when they both was like, when Safari and Torrin was like, you want me to come down with you? You want me to come down? And Kandi's face was like, that shit was funny. I thought it was so totally funny. But all in all, you guys, that was basically the show. It was not the most entertaining, but like I said, it was refreshing because it was really just a lot of cute scenes. And the last scene was just like unnecessary. And to be honest, they really operate how a restaurant really do operate, and how staff at a restaurant operates with one another. So, yeah, you guys, with all of that being said, I'll be back with you. Much love. Y'all stay lovely. Bye.